Your friends who are different, who are doing different and related and sensible things in the refugee camp. From them, you only choose the education, the right thing. You are the right person. You are the right education learner. You are the right youth. You have the opportunity. You have the power. You can do everything what we need. No one can do anything in our community, okay? Except you. You have the power, you have the ability, you have the capacity, you have the everything. That's why I really appreciate all of you, okay? If you see around the world, if you see globalization now, the people, the world's leaders, perspective scientists, they are all, they acknowledge their usage, they use the global is as a village. Okay, so it's a very, what for us is like a huge world because we are still under the cap, under the, how I can explain to you, when we don't have a opportunity to go out of the camp, out of the, out of this country, that's why we don't have this sense our knowledge how in the other country. That's why we think this is the best chance for us to know. So if you try, you can do many things, especially for our community. When I get the scholarship in 2017 and 2018, when I came here in 2017, I worked in the MSF. I thought that myself working here in the refugee camp and getting a small wages, it's not a survival thing. To survive for a human, for a man, for a person, we need many things. That's why I choose not job. I choose education. So today, while I studied this education, now I have the opportunity to forward to you. This is the same thing you all are responsibility to do to our community, to forward them to our next coming generation. Who will solve our community, who will solve our everything, who will solve our problem. If we don't learn anything, if we don't do anything ourselves, that means we are destroying our own community and our also next generation. This is a really bad thing in our society. That's why we have only the good thing is education, to do everything to save from the criminal activities. You know that in the refugee camp, especially here, where you are living, always they are going injustice, criminal activities. That's why we have the right choice to save from them to how can I explain to you, to do a better future for our people, only education. So I hope that you are all our responsibility as a headmaster teacher, as a school teacher, as a job worker, so you have many opportunities to survive our community. For example, to survive our community, to care our community, you don't need to learn to higher education like me, for example. Right now, what you have in the camp level, secondary school and primary school and high school, this is enough for you. But it's not, I cannot say this enough, but you should learn more. At the same time, you cannot forget the religious knowledge, okay? That's why we have many divisions. For example, if we study religious education, most of our religious perspective, religious scholars, they don't know, they don't have enough knowledge regarding the politics, regarding the other agenda of, in regard of the Rohingya issue, for example. The one who studied university, school, college, and they don't have the Islamic knowledge. That's why we cannot sit together. For example, even though we sit together from perspective of the education, of religious, and from the perspective of our general knowledgeable and general education, we cannot come in the same place, same topic because of different perspectives. So we should learn many things, especially from the Bangladesh. Recently, what I learned from the government of the Bangladesh, from of the authorities who know religious very perfect. They know the Sharia. It's called theology, okay, in English. So, and they have also enough politics. How they know how to rule in a country, they know how to deal with the people. So the same thing we should do in the community. Okay, we should learn at the same time the religious perspective. We should learn at the same time the global perspective. This is which will enhance and encourage to and motivate to work our activities. So without doing anything in our community, we cannot move forward, and we cannot improve ourselves, and we cannot develop our next coming generation. This is vital for us. So let me come to politics and public administration. You know that politics and public administration is very important for us because to understand the politics of the of our country especially. But unfortunately, I delivered the course last from 2020 to 2024. This is a global politics. There are not too much theory and perspective of Myanmar and the neighboring country. But in this semester, you all know that about that what we started last 2 months ago. So we develop our syllabus where will be most of the politics regarding geopolitics of Myanmar and Bangladesh, China, Thailand, India, and Laos, which are especially our neighboring country. We have 5 neighboring countries. You all know that, right? So that's why we need to learn our geopolitics rather than others' politics because we are living here, so we should learn it. At first, I just introduce you the politics. Okay, politics is very important. For example, if you learn politics, that means you don't need to work with the government. Someone understands, someone thinks, someone thought, oh, I learned politics. That means I should work in the government. No, you can do politics in your society. You can do politics in your home, in the family conflict, okay? If you don't know, if you can't well functioning in the family, okay, there will be too much conflict between son and father, daughter and mother, husband and wife. To solve, if you can solve the problem in the home, in your family, then you will have a capacity to solve around the world the problem which you face, you should challenge every day. This is vital for everyone. And also, we are not learning the politics. We are learning also public administration. Public administration means that to administrate at any field, at any work. For example, if you are working in the field, most of the students are working in the same level as a field worker, right? So you should manage how to deal with your superior, with your manager, with your trainer, with your team leader, okay? Otherwise, if your management is very poor, not good, there should be something different. The same thing in the country, the administration is very important. How you will manage. In a country, there are many departments, many places, many products, many parts. So which department, which part you need to administrate, okay? That's why, even though if we get, fortunately, our own country, if some country fight for us and they do us, okay, you guys, Rohingya, you are suffering long time ago, okay, decades and decades. So today the country is pure. Now you can enjoy freedom of movement of your country. Now, if someone handed our own country, we cannot run very well because if we don't have enough functionable department, enough functionable people, enough functionable person in different perspective of department. So we cannot run very well. We will fight each other. Someone will say, no, I will work here. Someone say, I will work education minister. Someone will fight for the human rights minister. For example, just I bring a link to you to understand, okay? That's why we all are really responsible to understand, to realize, to know such kind of thing. That's why this political science and public administration is very important. And at the same time, you can manage in the home. For example, in a home, like say, in a home where you are living with your father and mother and with your grandfather, grandmother, and father-in-law, mother-in-law, how can you manage at the home, okay? That's why of course, I would say every department is very important. Every kind of education is very important, but political science is very, very important. Political science is very still new, introducing around the world as the globalization. It knows the old curriculum, old subject is still new. Many of the people and many of us, and still we don't know what is that. Okay, that's why I just bring to introduce this one. Though I finished my master and also at the same time I study PhD in political science and public administration, still I am not understanding full of the theories and practical work. I can realize myself I know only 5%, 5 to 10%. So how you will understand, okay? So that's why only learning education through the online and okay, that's not enough. You should practice more. You should learn more. If you take the class 2 hours per week or 4 hours per week, that's in 2 times. That's not enough. You should learn 4 times. You should 2 sides. Okay. If you learn 2 hours through the online, you should practice yourself 4 hours. If you learn 4 hours through the online, you should practice yourself 8 hours. Okay? Not only the book in the syllabus which we mentioned, you should look others around you, what you have. Like through the website, through the YouTube, through the journal, through the magazine, through the others book. This is all what you should do. And then you will better understand, oh, I know very well the politics and the administration. No. Okay? Because it depends which part you are understanding, which politics you are learning, which administration you learn. For example, in the Middle East, too much conflict. For example, last time in our syllabus there are politics and Middle East. We learn too many things from this syllabus. Okay, but we can do what from this syllabus we can use in our context, at the same time in our country also there are a lot of crises, right? So we can compare and we can understand, we can choose which direction, which way, which path is right path for us. This is the thing we should from me to you. Is there anyone to answer for me or to help for me or to why I start this political science and public administration to the camp level, especially to you? Why? I can do many things. Like me, for example, in the university in Turkey and Germany and Europe, there are a lot of Rohingya students. Okay, not I am the one. They can do also the same thing, but no, some are doing their own job, their own business, their own work. Okay, but why I did this one? Is there anyone one of the senior students or can someone explain just 1 or 2 minutes? Sorry, I talk too much. I will come back in our own language. Thank you.
Sir, I'd like to speak.
To do everything, especially in our daily life, in our basic activities. So now in our society, in our community, in our environment, in our home, in our globe,